Greetings again, amazing traders, and welcome back. I was thinking we could use this time to do market review using the ICT power of three. The recent video I just posted, so that some of you who still find it new can follow up. So we are going to look at the recent market on Euro USD. So today, at the time of recording, it is the 8th of February 2025, which is actually a Saturday, or depending on where you are. So this is Euro USD live market, okay? So we are going to be using the ICT power of theory to test how that strategy works. That is a very, very good strategy, okay? If you can just focus on that and never get to worry about anything in Forex, this can really fetch you a lot of money. So what we are going to do first is we are going to click right down to the bottom of our screen until we see this interface pop up. So we are going to toggle on session breaks. When you click on session breaks, you are going to have this dividers on your screen. I hope you can see it very well. So if you watch the last video, you will realize that we said you can pick your vertical line and you place on 1900 hours. You can also use 8 o'clock, okay, 8 p.m., which is 2000 hours. You can also use that. It's also very correct, okay. You are going to put that vertical line, and then you are going to look at midnight open, which is 00 hours, and you are going to put your vertical line as well, like so. Let me go down to the 5-minute time frame so that it can make a lot of sense, okay. So this is your Asian range. Remember, we said during Asia we have accumulation, and then we want to see a run on Asian lows if you are bullish, and then we are going to be buying below Asia, and if you are bearish, you are going to be selling above Asia. Why? Because there's always sell side liquidity residing below Asia, and there's always buy side liquidity residing above the Asian session or the Asian range. So this is the Asian lows, sell side liquidity. You may want to name that. I'm not going to do that here, please. You have to go and watch the old video that I did so that you can follow up. So what we are going to do is you are going to mark the high of Asia, and we are going to mark the low of Asia, okay. This is the high that was formed during the Asian session, and the low that was formed during the Asian session, which gives us the range. Sorry, the opacity is too much. Let me reduce it. Yeah, I think this makes sense, right? I hope you can see this clearly. So the next thing you are going to do is you are going to pay attention to the midnight opening price, which is actually the first candle that opens during the midnight open, which is 00 hours, okay, New York time. You are going to extend that across like so, and usually you have to name it, okay. You have to name this like I taught you in the old video. Maybe you have to go and watch it again. New York just give me time. I'm using my phone to record, please. So New York midnight opening price, okay, which is actually 0000, okay, and you position it to the right, or let me put it middle and right, okay. Let me reduce the font size to 8 so that we can see what's happening here, like so, okay. And then you extend it this way. Let me change this to a better color, and yeah, something like this, okay. You can extend it right to midday, or even to the entire day. It's okay. The midday is okay, right, since we are only scalping. Now, what is the condition? If we are bullish, we want to see price trade below the Asian lows, okay. We want to see a sweep of liquidity below Asia. And what do we see here? We see these are the Asian lows, right? Look at something here. Look at this sweep of liquidity here. Look at this. That is what we are talking about. This is actually a total soup, okay, total soup, which is the manipulation, you see. And now when these lows are being taken, what is the next thing? You are going to wait for what? A market structure shift. And if you looked at this one here, this is a market structure shift here. Okay, when a market structure shift occurs, what you are going to do is you are going to pay attention to this range. Which range? The range from the low that was formed and the recent high that was formed. Okay, and then you are going to wait for price to trade back into that range. If there's any institutional reference point within that range, it could be a fair value gap, it could be an order block, it could be anything. Okay, any institutional reference point. In case you don't know about institutional reference points, I've already done videos on that. You may want to go back and watch those videos also. Let me toggle this for optimal trade entry. I've also done a video on optimal trade entries, so you may have to go back and watch that video so that you'll be able to follow up. Let me do this. Okay, good. So you wait for price to shift structure, market structure shift. There's also a video on market structure shift which occurs here. Okay, and then you wait for price to trade back within this range. This is the low and this is the high. Okay, when these highs get taken out, that's where a market structure shift occurs. So you wait for price to retrace back into that range, this range low and this range high. Okay, you look for any institutional reference point around here and then you take your entry. If you study right here, you will see that this is 62%. Okay, which is an optimal trade entry level. It also touches what? 70.50, which is also an optimal trade entry level. And if you study carefully, you see that we have a volume imbalance here, right here. Okay, right here, and then you see how price trades back into that volume imbalance. Okay, and then hit it beautifully with this confluence of the optimal trade entry level, and then it takes off from there. Okay, it takes off from there, and see what happens if you just targeted just this Asian highs, which is over here, and that is about 14 pips. You will have made 14 pips as profit in the market, which actually makes a lot of sense, right? So that is a very good trade there. So let us look at the previous day and see what happened. And we are going to do the same thing. What you are going to do is you are going to look for it could be 19 hours, okay, or 20 hours, okay, which is 8 p.m. Let's do this. That is 8 p.m. You can use 19 hours, like I said, it's still totally okay. And this is midnight open, like so. I mean, there are indicators that will help you do these things. Okay, you don't have to do this manually, but while you are learning, it's always important that you do it manually until you know how to do it. Then you can start looking for indicators that will help you do these things. So what you have to do is you have to mark the Asian range high and then the Asian range low, like so. Okay, and this is your gauge for your trade to be taken. And remember, I also say that you don't necessarily have to sell above Asia. You can also sell at the opening price, or you buy at the midnight opening price. Okay, you may have to go and watch that video again. I stressed on that a lot. Okay, this is the midnight opening price. I am not going to label this. You can label it. Okay, this is the midnight opening price, like so. New York midnight opening price, which is 0000. Okay, yeah, something like this. Good. So this was the previous day, which was Thursday. Okay, Thursday. All right, so you see how the market opened, and then what happened? It traded above the midnight opening price. Okay, it traded above the midnight opening price. It did not take Asian highs. Okay, this is when the algorithm is in a sell program, like we are extremely bearish, so the market may not necessarily have to go and grab liquidity above Asia. It could just continue. So in that case, you have to use the midnight opening price as your gauge. Look at something. We see a massive displacement down. This is a market structure shift right here. Okay, a market structure shift right here. And what do we have here? We have a fair value gap here. You see, this is a fair value gap, this low of this candle and this high of this candle here. That's a fair value gap, a bearish fair value gap at that. And then you see how price trades back into this fair value gap. I hope you can see this very well. You see how we trade back into this fair value gap here. Okay, after shifting structure, the market trades back into this fair value gap and fills it up. And where is it at? It is below the midnight opening price. You can also sell there. Okay, you can sell here, right? Or better still, you could still sell here. Okay, the moment you see price close below the midnight opening price, you can use it as your gauge. You can sell there. I've talked about it. You can sell above or at the midnight opening price. You can buy below or at the midnight opening price. So this could still be a trade right here, and then your stop loss is going to be above these highs, and you can target even 10 to 15 pips. Okay, 10 to 15 pips is okay, and you will have met. If you targeted just even 15 pips, you will still be fine. Okay, so this will have been a very good trade as well. Right, so let us look at the other day again, which was a Wednesday. So we are going to do basically the same thing. You are going to take, you can take 19 hours, I've said it already, or you take 20 hours, it's still the same thing, there's no problem. Or let's take 20, and let's take the midnight opening price, which is 00, like so. Okay, and we are going to mark the high of Asia. Make sure you label this. Okay, I'm not going to do it, please. We are going to use this color gray. And then what is our next move? Our next move is we are going to look at what the midnight opening price here. And this trade did not really do well. If you study GBP USD, I mean, there was divergence that occurred here. I'm going to teach the divergence. Okay, don't worry. So let's say you were not able to see a market structure shift here. I mean, you have missed out on this trade, right? Or let's go to the 1 minute time frame and see if you can spot a market structure shift here. Cancel. Let me go like so. I hope you are able to see what I just did. Yeah, let's go backwards. So on a 1 minute time frame, we don't have a market structure shift. It's not very clear, like it just left aggressively. Let's say you missed that, it's totally fine. Okay, but if you can see study, you realize that you could still have bought at the opening price. See what happens here. You see how the market reacted. It pushed up above the midnight opening price and then came back and tested it. Okay, so the midnight opening price is very, very powerful. Also, you can use it as your gauge. Okay, and then you could target just the high of Asia. Even 10 to 15 pips is okay, and then you are good to go. This is 15 pips here, you are good to go. Okay, this is a very, very powerful strategy. Traders, please make sure you practice this. I don't want to make this video very long, but I think if it is necessary, we can do this like every week, where I can come and then I look at what happens that day, and I look to see if you can have the ICT power of 3, how it play out and how you could have used it to take a trade. And when you take your trade, please just walk away from the chart. Okay, when you have a successful trade in the morning, just make sure you walk away from the chart. Let's see if you can spot another one here, and this is going to be the last example, like so, and like so, midnight opening price, like so. Good. Let me take the high and the low that was formed. Good, like so. And then where's the midnight opening price? I'm going to, here it is, right here. I hope this is correct. So while you are learning, you have to be able to do these things. Okay, yeah, this is the midnight opening price right here. Okay, good. So you see this small run on stops here, just this small one is very significant in smart money concept. Okay, very significant. So that's a Judas swing, actually a Judas swing. So you could have bought also at this midnight opening price here. Okay, you can buy below or at the midnight opening price. I've said this again and again and again. You can still buy here at the midnight opening price and you will still be correct here. Okay, and you can target what is our target? Our target is just like so. How many pips are we even looking for? Just 15 pips, right? And we are good to go. Well, you can target the Asian highs and you are good to go, like so, and you are good to go. This could be your trade for the day and you are okay. All right, so thank you for watching. I think I'll be doing this like every week so that we can see how these things play out. I was just looking at the buy scenario because I think we have been bearish, we have been bullish, sorry, even though we have seen one sell scenario here. But for the most part, you could just be buying and then leaving the market. If you even wanted to sell as well, look at this one here where we took all the Asian highs. Okay, buy side liquidity, like so. There was news today, so yesterday, sorry. If you try to trade this, maybe you will have been taken out of the market. Yeah, so after taking all the liquidity above Asia here, all of this is buy side liquidity rate. Okay, this one here. So what are you going to do? You are going to wait for what? A market structure shift over here, which occurred here, and you could be selling above Asia too, and you target the Asian lows, sell side liquidity, which resides below here. So if you did that, you will still be in profit. Okay, and this was actually 22 pips prior to the news that was released, and you will still be okay. Okay, you don't need to catch all the moves. I hope that you found value in this. Just make sure you backtest this, and trust me, this is going to make you a lot of money. Don't be greedy, okay? Just target 10 to 15 pips and then you are good to go. There are indicators that will help you mark stuff like this, okay? Thank you so very much, and make sure you practice this. Thank you.